Welcome back to More Sports and Les Levine. I am Les Levine. Bud Shaw is with us. Lots to talk about. A lot of activity in baseball, both on the field and off. Let's go to the timeline, mostly involving the Miami Marlins. It starts with the COVID-19, and on the 24th of July, there are some positive tests that are showing up, mostly down in Florida, and the Marlins players still want to play the game. 3 additional players did prove positive. Then on the 27th, another round, 14 players, members become positive, and the game against the Baltimore Orioles is canceled, and the Marlins quarantine in their game against Philadelphia. On Tuesday, the 24th, 4 additional players proved positive. A player is also test negative, so that's good news at least. Rob Manfred, the commissioner of baseball, says, well, we want to make sure that the players do not get exposed. It's a positive thing, but I don't see it as a nightmare situation. It's not a positive thing again, but we built the protocols to get the exposure, and that's why we've added players and have pools of players, additional players, ready to go. A team losing a number of players rendered it completely non-competitive would be an issue. We don't want that to happen. We have to address that, and we have to think about making a change, whether it's shutting down a certain part of the season, the whole season. That depends on the circumstances, of course, and when you get to a certain point league-wide, when does it become a threat? And certainly we would shut it down at that point. So that's Rob Manfred, the commissioner of baseball. Hey, Bud, Manfred is not the most popular guy in the baseball world, at least maybe he is with the owners, but not the players and certainly not the fans. But he's in a tough situation here. This is not something you have a guidebook how to handle it.
Yeah, the thing is, Les, I believe the Marlins players were given the option, and I guess you have to do it that way, but I'm not convinced. It feels to me like back in the NFL when they used to, ask a concussed player how many fingers he saw, and if he answered correctly, they said, "You want to go back in?" Of course they do. They all say they do. I don't know what you do, but maybe you use an independent medical person to make decisions.
We always thought they had that. I always thought they had that in the football teams.
They do now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying back in the old days they didn't. I don't know. I get Manfred's point. I mean, they did expand the rosters for this very reason. You would just hate to see anybody get really ill and hospitalized from something like this. And I think maybe if that happens, they're going to have to review whether they want to even try to have this season.
I'm going back and forth on this thing. When I watch the games, I enjoy them immensely. And then I see what happens and the guys opting out and all that stuff. It is tough. And I just, you'd hate to see it just for the money here and things go really bad. But I guess you have no choice.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll start out this way, and I think the concerning thing was that we were 3 games into the season before they had to postpone a game.
Right.
I don't think when they expanded the rosters for these teams and tried to keep everyone safe with protocols that they expected to be dealing with this 3 games into the season.
Let's talk